Hello friends, welcome to our class on IPR. Intellectual property right is a very important issue for all business and service units. Today we are fortunate enough to get a very eminent personality in the areas of IPR. He does not really require any introduction, but I would just like to say that Dr. Sushil Kumar Mitra, he was the former Deputy Controller of Patents and Designs, Government of India. He was also a scientific officer, Central Drugs Laboratory, and worked more than 40 years in the IPR. I had a very close relationship with him for a long period and learned several things on IPR. He is kind enough and agreed to deliver his lecture on three important areas of IPR, that is trademark, copyrights and patents. And I am sure all of you will be greatly benefited. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Chakrabarty, for kind words and giving the introduction about me before the viewers. Thank you. Hello, viewer. Today I will discuss a very interesting area of our creation. We are creating a lot of things. That creation may be technology, that creation may be goodwill, that creation may be your expression. So how the expression can be protected? You know very well that Rabindranath Tagore has created a lot of literary work, artistic work, and do you know who has got the right? Rabindranath has given all the rights to Vishwabharati, and Vishwabharati has taken the copyright and they are publishing from their house and earning huge amount of royalties. That is a source of money for the Vishwabharati at one time. So you believe or not believe that copyright is a valuable asset for the creator, who are not thinking for technology, who are not thinking for goodwill, only by way of expressions. So copyright and fair use of micro, small and medium enterprise. I am looking this area in a different angle. Why? Because micro, small and medium enterprise are not going to create any literary work, artistic work, music, broadcasting, cinematographic work, but they are going to produce the product manual. That product manual is very important and business asset for your company. The product, whenever the similar products are coming to the market, how that product will be distinguished in the light of the customer's eye. Customer's eye is very important. Customer, when will see your product manual and find out the nature of the product, ingredients of the product, use of the product, side effect of the product, from the pharmaceutical sector to mechanical to engineering to electronic, wherever you are going to purchase any product, always you find a product with a manual of the product. And that product is written by different companies in different way of expression. And that expression you can protect through copyright. What is copyright? Copyright is right to copy of several manuals and distribute the manuals within the product and your end users. So legal right, it is a legal right, and that right is registered under the Copyright Act. Our Copyright Act is very old. That will give you the guarantee to the author who has written this thing. Who is no author? The product who are producing, that product producer are expressing their product by way of expressing through writing skill. The person who has the writing skill, that person is writing your product expressions. And this is a very important area to catch your end user and your customers. So copyright is very important, and this right is given for a whole period of your author. The company will exist, and thereafter 60 years followed by the author's life. Total right is 60 years followed by the author's life, your right. And in 1995, when we have joined the TRIPS agreement, then copyright law is changing. As changed, and software has now come in under the copyright protections also. So whenever you are creating a software, it is nothing but a simple programming. And that programming you can protect through copyright, not through patent. Because it is also a programming is also a kind of expressions. And thereafter, BARAN Convention is the original convention for copyright law. And thereafter, we have conducted one convention in Rome, which is very popularly known as the Rome Convention. Rome Convention is saying, no, only the expression. Broadcasting rights should be given. The person who is taking all the materials and broadcast to the people who are looking, who are observing, that broadcasting right is given for 25 years. And thereafter the performance right has come through Rome Conventions under copyright law. The performance right is coming for 50 years. You know Devdas, first Devdas played by Dilip Kumar and Suchita Sen. And thereafter Soumitra Chattopadhyay. And thereafter Shahrukh Khan. So every person has got the independent performance right whenever they are playing the same drama in different form and different language also. So you think how much volume of money is involved to create those things. So that should be protected under copyright. So now I am coming to the very important thing in copyright. There are certain overlapping area in copyright and design law. Design law is saying that whenever you are producing any design applied to the article by an industrial process more than 50 copies, then your artistic work will be seized, that will be protected only under copyright law. So you are to, whenever you are going to use your copyright more than 50 copies of the product, you are to register also by design law through design and they get the registration of design. Because the design will protect 1,000 copies, lakh, 1 lakh, crores of articles you can produce with that artistic work, and that will be protected under design, not by copyright. More than 50 copies, whenever you produce, your copyright will be seized. So copyright is the right for the expression part only, not applied to the article. So I am coming to a very simple language. What does it do? What does it do in copyright? It gives the authors or artists the legal right to exclude others from using their works. And when that will be excluded, that means it is a negative right you are getting. And copyright information protects the original work of authorship that are fixed in a tangible form of expression. Otherwise, expression is your intangible property. Unless and until it will be fixed to a fixed media, either computer chips or through a paper or through a tangible material. So, must keep in mind the right begins at the moment of fixation, that is at the moment of publication. Whenever you are published, whenever you are using, from the very first day, copyright will be started on that expressions. And you keep in mind, copyright registration is not mandatory. You can use, and thereafter come to the office and getting registrations also. It is not like patent, or it is not like design. So you may use, and thereafter like trademark, you can register under copyright as a published work. But in most of the case, if you start the business, I will advise you, you have to produce the product manual and immediately you can go for copyright registration. Only 500 rupees government fees, but the attorney's fees are much because of a lot of formalities are there for getting registrations. So around 8,000 to 10,000 rupees attorneys are charged for one copyright registrations. So now I am coming to the copyright information. Copyright is an automatic. When a protectable work has been fixed in a tangible medium, I already mentioned, such as a floppy disks or hard drives or like materials. So a poem or a picture is as much protected as in a disk on a piece of paper on a canvas. So now the thing, literary work, all text including the computer software, musical work, dramatic work, pantomimes or the choreographic works, pictorial, graphic and sculptures work, motion pictures and other audio visual works, sound recordings, architectural works, all are coming under copyright protections. So what is not protected? That we must keep in mind also. Ideas, concept, discovery, title, names, short phrases, slogans cannot be protected. Works that are not fixed in a tangible form of expression, such as improvised speech or dance, cannot be protected. And work consisting entirely of information that is commonly available in public domain, not original, cannot be protected. So, what right does the owner control? That it make the copies of the work, distribute, perform the work publicly, such as plays, films, music, display the work, that's artistic work, and also derivative work. You can translate into different languages your work. In English, in Tamil, in Bengali, in Hindi, Sanskrit, Urdu, in any form. Whenever you are translating, that is called derivative work. That control also you have had. Before translating your work by any third person, they will take permission from you as because you are the original work also of that work. So, how long does the copyright last? I have already told you, 60 years for the author's life. But email messages cannot be copyrighted. And web page cannot be copyrighted. So it does not give the owner the right to sell, distribute such things. And message, no. But I can say that you can find Save Life, Save Drive. It is a lyrics. It is a lyrics given by some eminent persons that has been registered under copyright. Save Life, Save Drive. And what if use copyright work unauthorizedly, there is a civil liberty and criminal liberty, then there is a criminal offense. I have seen one case, Brian Martin pirated books are available in North Bengal, and police authority has gone and confiscated all the materials and burned it, because this is pirated product. So that should not be done. This is a criminal offense, and personal uses are available. You can take 3-4 copies of book and use for the purpose of learning, study. That does not amount to any infringement. But whenever you are going for total xerox of the books and sell the book in the market, 2000 rupees book in 200 rupees, then it is an infringement and immediately you will be arrested. So don't do like that. So I must say copyright is a very important area for micro industry to reflect your product through product manual. So with all the things, I extend my thanks our viewer, and if there is any question, then I request to contact Dr. TIMIR CHATTERJEE, TCN Global and Economic Advisory, Isamos. Thank you.